So I thought we would go through some of our own marketing stats.
The top 2 videos are...
So how much have we spent in total so far?
Michael, were you to blame for that?
With this, Rupert, we are literally going to practice what we preach. We've got a doctor in the house.
Doctor of ads.
Welcome to the Fate Marketer, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Nicholas?
How are you doing?
I'm right.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Michael, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, bang. What's going on?
Just placing ads.
Love it.
Well, I've been doing a lot of fixing, actually. Been busy today.
Have you?
Fixing, like Zapier things and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, problem. MailChimp only takes date of birth in a certain way. Day.
Certain format, Nick.
Yep. Day, month.
Is your mic on, James?
Facebook kicks out in another way.
Just sounding quiet.
Facebook kicks out in another way. So I had to just do a little bit of zapping to make that work.
Nice. Bit of zapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
And then being in ClickFunnels again for another client. Trying to set up an event
Okay.
for an ads clinic client who needs an event set up.
I was about to say, is that the ads clinic?
Yeah.
Which brings us on to actually the doctor, because obviously we've got a doctor in the house.
Yeah. Fully qualified. Fixing ads.
A doctorate, 8 years of medical school.
Yeah. I've got my stethoscope now.
Brilliant.
And yesterday's video started off with, as I was sitting in the waiting room, I actually said, we have Colin Covey sitting in the waiting room. He's actually 10 minutes late, but just preparing to take his appointment.
Oh, so you did an intro like I asked you to?
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Michael?
No.
No, I dropped
okay.
it in the drive today. It's Colin Covey.
Colin from Accounts is back on.
Seen it, finished it.
I've got one, I think. Good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's just great. It's just great comedy, isn't it?
Just simple. Easy watching.
Great comedy.
Yeah, very good. So you're now Dr. Nick. You are the doctor in the ads clinic, a very successful ads clinic.
I prefer Doctor of Ads.
Doctor of
Or
ads,
the
sorry.
ads doctor.
PhD in ads.
PhD in ads. Yeah, pretty huge something. And you are now wearing a stethoscope during your ads. I can't wait to watch that one. But Nick has now got
58 followers. Michael, you've overtaken my personal account within hours.
Take that.
Well, you've now got TikTok, which is the ads clinic, and
Instagram.
Yeah.
and an Instagram. Yeah.
The Instagram, though, for giving us presents, fine, but you grow by reels, but you can't use the buffers of the world. Don't post into reels. They post onto your feed, and feed doesn't get any growth. It's just presents.
So I think there might be an option in Post Planner to put it as a reel. I'm not sure.
Do it as a reel.
Okay.
That's where the growth will be. But TikTok's different.
But no, you've got a TikTok which is getting a few hundred views.
Your content needs to be engaging from the very start. Otherwise, people lose interest and scroll away. This is what I said. Comment. Charlton Lee Santana. Good name. Says the guy with 15 likes.
I replied. I was trying to be nice.
Yeah, I replied. Well, Michael replied with, we work with lots of clients all around the world.
I did that always.
What's the best way to promote my drugs line? Direct to consumer marketing.
I didn't
like
know.
bulk SMS
I assume this is a joke, but
that is a joke.
I responded to it like it wasn't a joke because I was just like, you never know, they might. I assume it's just some kid.
Yeah, it's some kid.
Need Rupert to plug into TikTok, don't we?
We do. So yeah, the doctor's got a few videos going out, which is cool, which is good. You got a few. You said you had a few calls, so that seems to be working at the minute.
Yeah.
And you've got some ads going.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah, I moved them to the USA, but USA hasn't had any leads through yet. Okay. It's all been through the UK.
Okay.
A few leads.
Nice.
£14 a lead. Now £40.
That's really good. That's really, really good. Well, Rupert, I finished all the bugs on Friday with the developers. So I thought we would go through some of our own marketing stats. Yeah. Because I've been to a live show yesterday at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So did a bit of a talk got some people on a free trial, but also we've been running paid ads we did have an issue, which we'll talk about in a minute, Michael's fault. And also I've started an email campaign from the data I got yesterday, so I can go through those stats. So why don't we start with the Facebook ads? So we started running last week on Friday.
Saturday morning.
And we had an issue.
Really?
We were getting an error.
Yeah, but you've just blamed Michael as that. Michael, were you to blame for that?
I still don't know what
You've
happened.
done nothing different to when I've asked you to do any other video to load up onto Facebook.
The only thing was it was 4K instead of 1080p, but I didn't think that would be a problem. But since changing to the 1080p ones, it seems
It's
to work.
worked.
So
Maybe 4K was a problem.
maybe just too high quality.
That's interesting because you would think that's what they would rather have, but
But you think it was the dynamic creative as well, don't you?
I also think it's dynamic creative. It'd be interesting actually. We'll test it again actually, but on an ad on its own, not using dynamic creative. So the reason I thought it was dynamic creative because most ad accounts have switched it off now. Dynamic creative is now not available, which is a bit crap to be fair, because dynamic creative worked really well. You could put 10 images or videos into an ad, run it, get loads of impressions, leads, whatever you're optimizing for, and then you can do a simple breakdown in your columns, which will show you all the metrics for each ad, for each creative. But that's gone. And now they've changed it to flexible. So the whole process is the same, apart from you don't get the intelligence of what worked and what didn't work, which is really, I think it's really bad. So a couple of my ads clinic clients who are on e-com, it's run perfectly. You stick all the videos in, and they're asking that question of, but I don't know which one's working. And I'm like, I know, I can't help. So then we've got to bring them all down into their own ads, which we've done now for Rupert, same strategy. But what Facebook will do is it will find its favourite or favourite two, and then nothing else will get anything. So then you have to create a new campaign with the remaining creatives, and then again with the remaining until you've tested all the creatives out separately.
That was the message we got. I copied it in.
Yeah, you recently tried to upload a video to Facebook, named Try Now for free. Unfortunately, your video couldn't be displayed because of three reasons. Your video may not have the file type. It must be that one.
Well, the file type's the same as what
Video
it always
could be
is.
too short. It needs to be a second long. It's not that. And you uploaded through an editing platform application.
I didn't know if it was like downloading it from the drive and then re-uploading it. Something went weird.
I download from the drive onto desktop.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying, because I sent you the actual file and you just uploaded it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe that helped. I don't know.
It's really strange.
Yeah, you said you've never seen that ever in.
No, never seen that error. So it must be. I think it must be. Our ads managers still got dynamic creative. I think it says it's there, but it's failing.
Why is it
background.
on some ad accounts and not other accounts?
Because Meta will never. It never deploys everything in one go. So what will usually happen when there's a new app, when there's a new feature, let's say, I don't know, there's billions of people, hundreds of millions of people who are advertising, but let's say 10% of people get the new feature. They then see how that new feature is being worked. Is it working in the algorithm? Are the users using it? If a user uses it once, do they use it again? Like proper metrics to see what happens. And if it gets all the green ticks at Meta, they'll roll it out to the other ad accounts. But it won't be a go and everyone has it.
Yeah,
it just rolls out. So you sort of just get it when it comes. But that's how they deploy their features. And there's a lot of new features. So to be fair, actually, James and Michael, it's a bit of a relearning. You couldn't buy a course now. If you bought a Facebook course now that was made 6 to 8 months ago, it'd be out of date.
Okay.
That's why you need to listen to Let's Run Facebook Ads, the podcast.
You would go into the audience bit in the ad set, and I've seen 4 different ways to build an audience in 4 different ad accounts. So, and every time I go into some different one, I'm like, oh, balls, I've got to build it this way now. Do you know what I mean? Like default settings, switch to this, only Advantage Plus. So there's loads going on, which is why it's messing things up. And maybe it would do, I don't know, I've seen people out there saying that not to run ads in certain ways and go straight back to how we were doing it 4 years ago with interests and stacking and stuff like that, which we're doing a lot of ad accounts because we're seeing better results than going with what Meta's telling us.
Well, I sent you an email, didn't I, earlier this week, and the link
Yes.
within the email. The
So that's going to be my next LinkedIn post, which is, so Meta sent it, James got the email. I didn't get that email, even though I get their emails, about the Pixel. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna, because of everything that's going on, I read their emails now. Beforehand, it was just a load of rubbish. But now I read them, think, okay, let's see what's going on, see what changes I might need to know about. And then I was like, okay, let's watch the main video. So it had, the video with the play button on it, pressed it, link's broken. Every link was broken on that whole page.
I think I got an email that said something to do with the Pixel as well. I don't know if I got the same email.
You would have been the same one.
I didn't
probably.
click on it because I just left it alone.
So I sent it through to the team and said, can you just check the links? They were broken for everyone. I mean, how bad is that?
It's bad, isn't it?
I mean, like the guy, I had a call yesterday with an agency and he was just like, I said, well, we're just experts in Meta. And he's like, I don't know how you do it. I said, well, we know it so well that we know all the pitfalls and we don't let ourselves get so much really that stressed out about it because we just know we kind of know what we're doing. But he was just like, and he said, the insane thing is, out of everything I know about digital, he's not claiming to be an expert in anything particularly, but it's like, as I know about it, it's still the best place to place your ads to get the best results. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But yeah, those problems. But I mean, I got locked out for 3 days last week, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
And today, I've tried to go into business settings, and I have my 2-factor, and it still hasn't sent me the code. I had to get into Divya's laptop.
I had to laugh. So yesterday when I was at the event, I managed to get a guy to actually create an account and connect his Facebook page. Bear with me, just get my 2-factor.
Waiting for his text message and stuff.
I said, don't worry, mate. He didn't even come. We were stood there 5 minutes demoing it and it still didn't bloody come through. So frustrating. So frustrating. So we had some ads go live over the weekend. Obviously, they weren't feeding out. So we started them again.
Well, they've been on and off. And I've been optimizing in different ways. So the way I've set it up, someone goes onto our homepage and we have a get your free trial now button. So when someone clicks on that, I've put an event on it, starting a form. Then it takes you into the next form. They put their name and details in it. And then there's a button saying next. That goes to the next page. And I've put a button on there. So we've got, the way I've labeled them is we've got...
well, can we start by, so how many videos have we, how many videos have we got live so far?
Numero 10.
Okay, so we got 10.
Yep.
You didn't think I'd get that, did you? His little face then was hoping I didn't know what that meant. I don't know if you launched too. So we got 10 ads.
Oh dear. Yep, we've got 10 ads.
10 videos.
Yep.
Okay. And what's our daily spend at the moment? £50?
£50.
Okay.
Is that across all of them?
I want to just absolutely cane it, but I can't.
No, because I haven't got the money. So starting low, £50
So
a day.
we're loading at that. Now yesterday was a good day actually. Today has been a bit slower, but it's always going to pick up into the evenings. But last night we had...
So how much have we spent in total so far?
Even with all the crappiness going on with the testing and everything, and trying to make it work.
Yeah. What's the total we've spent? I've spent.
160 quid.
Okay, so we've spent nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, no, there's 2 zeros on the end of that. And we've had 2 leads.
Thank you.
Okay. So
sounds a bit like a couple of our lead clients, actually. Jesus Christ,
so
that's another story.
So we spent 160 quid. What are we looking at so far?
Well, I would say I wouldn't include... Well, you can. Okay, we'll base it on link clicks for that because it was being optimized. So you've had 97 link clicks come through at that price for that.
Okay.
Which is costing you
£1.
£2.61 a link click. Now, bear in mind, nothing's had enough chance to really start going.
Yeah.
The latest one that the team built yesterday has actually brought it down to £1.82 a link click. So, we've dropped that quite considerably. Our click-through rates are 0.81 as a
bit
whole.
low.
Well, let's see what the videos are.
Like to be higher. Must be the videos.
So, the winning videos at the moment, where Facebook is...
Can we guess?
Take
Michael
it.
guess. Because you've created them.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, isn't it? It's like, do you go with what you think the correct answer is, or what you think should be there?
You just do what you think is right. What do you think has got the
It's
best?
also what they're called on Nick's thing.
They are called what you name them.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't. I'm gonna go with Rupert was born out of frustration?
Is
The bottom.
Last.
it's a winner from a different perspective.
Okay.
It's got the best click-through rate, unique, at 1.82%.
Knew that. I think
Okay.
it's that video just like from the start. It's just like, here's your problem. You're frustrated. Sort
Yeah.
yourself out.
But it's nowhere near anything else.
What do you
Okay.
think, James?
I think the scooter ones are good.
You just because that was your idea. We script.
No, just because they're so different.
yeah, but
aren't
we
they?
scripted all the videos, and then
Apart
the
from
two
that
that
one,
we
yeah.
didn't script are going to be like best ever.
The top two videos
Yeah.
are Scooter 1 and Scooter 2.
No.
Those are the only two videos at the moment that's really feeding out to.
All the ones that we storyboarded.
1.43. And number one has had the leads. But
Okay.
this is how low it is at the moment. What I'm probably going to do to speed this up a bit is that's been running for 2 days. This new ad set, and obviously we're only spending a small amount of money while we're just doing a bit of learning. So it hasn't spent a lot. I'm probably going to, after tomorrow, if it's still the same case where the impressions are only going to those two videos, I'm probably going to pause every other video and let it roll out to those two so we can actually really start taking some data in.
Okay.
Because we're still on such low impressions, I want to get those two videos into the thousands of impressions.
How did the video go where it's this is my best friend, here's yours?
Yeah, you
It's-
said you were unsure about that.
It's at the moment only reached 7 people.
Brilliant. Facebook will love it.
So this is what Facebook does. It's taking that 50 quid a day and it's gone, Scooter 1 and Scooter 2 seems to be where we're getting the engagement. We're going to fire all the budget into those two. And nothing else is, now everything else might be switched off. Might as well be switched off. Unless we were spending, if we were spending a couple of £100 a day, actually no, saying that, I've got clients who are doing the same thing, and Facebook just seems to do this finding a favourite, and I really don't like the way it does it. I think it's crap. Because you're not doing, it makes testing.
But we have had, like I know, and again, we're really early stages. Again, what we say to clients all the time, which is we're so early stages. But what is cool is that
I'm actually going to do it now.
I'm glad that we've actually got a user. So you've actually got someone that's come from the ads and actually created an account.
Are they connected yet? Is that our next thing that we've got to put around the house for?
It was Tamil. It was this one here. Although when I looked on company's house, the business was dissolved, so it didn't fill me with so much confidence. But yeah, someone's actually created an account, so that's exciting. So yeah, still early stages, but very good start. Good start.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good start because Scooter 1's £12.50. Well, I know there's a little bit of modelling going on, but going forward now, I've actually switched everything else off. So we're going to start seeing some good traction in those two. We're getting an average click-through rate. Our cost per click is £1.50. Actually, Scooter 2 77p.
Okay,
So it means we can actually start really firing some data into that.
that's cool. But again, I'm not worried. I've said for years, when clients go, with this Rupert, we are literally going to practice what we preach.
Yeah.
So-
and we're talking about it as well, aren't we? What we're doing.
So it's early stages. I'm interested to see what videos work. Like the Scooter one, I know you said we didn't brief and stuff, but I'm interested if we can get some data to those other videos, if they work.
Yeah. Well, that's what we wanted to look at on Friday.
Yeah.
But I think we need to just do this test first.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
We need to get people into the platform
Yeah,
and
yeah.
see what's going first rather than testing creative. We found 2 winners. Let's just keep firing cash into those 2.
Yeah.
And then we can start testing the landing page and stuff.
So that's good. And then yesterday I was at an event called Marketing Showcase.
Shout out.
Shout out, I was by myself.
Sorry.
And the...
Where were you, Michael?
In the trenches.
How are you?
Oh, it's like, James is very like, no, I don't want to get into it. It's fine. I heard my brain. I was just like, no.
Yeah, leave it.
Is there a bug there?
You found another bug?
in tech, there's fucking bugs everywhere.
You need to learn tech, Michael.
Honestly, it's so irritating.
Yeah, because I'd get the calls that the current people get, and it would just be James being off.
It's just like there's bugs galore. Bugs galore. It's just like
Little James.
Yeah, looking very smart.
Who took your photo?
someone across the way. So yeah, I was at Marketing Showcase. It was really good. The stand looks so much better without the. So if you go back, Michael, with the iPads on those, it looks really cool. Really, really good. So that was good. So that was good.
I didn't know if people would be, because they're so close to you. I didn't know if people would want to come that close. You know,
I was sort of stood away on the side a little bit,
hiding like around the corner.
Yeah.
So no, it was good. It was good. Good day. Had a lot of. I had about 10 to 12 people actually create an account on the stand, which was good. Some actually connected their account as well, which is cool. Did a little 20-minute presentation or keynote, which I need to change. Like I need to, we need to self-criticize. It's just not that engaging. It's a good talk, but it's just not. There's just not enough for them to take away from the talk. So I need to redo it. I need to start again with that talk.
Yeah.
It's just not.
You're not feeling it.
Well, it's good. Like it's good and it gets the message across, but it's not.
I think when you do it so many times, it like becomes not repetitive. But I think because you've done it so many times, it's like it's not as fresh to you. So it's maybe not as.
It's just not very good, Michael. It's just not good enough.
Okay, I was trying to.
No. It's just not like the other talks I've done, and people are leaving like pumped. There's no pumping on.
There's no pumping.
Fainting in the aisles.
Yeah, there's no pump on this one.
Yeah, you need to
all.
get that pump on, don't you?
Yeah, so I tried it. I thought I'd give it one last crack at Tottenham, but so no, that was good. And then I've had the emails from all the attendees yesterday, and I've put them into a workflow. And the first one's gone out to 1,289 people, 19 undelivered, so 1,270 delivered. Open rate, and bear in mind, everyone's going to get this list and get hammered today. 3.8% open rate.
Wow, that's bad. You'll wait a week and then send it again.
Oh no, the next one goes tomorrow. But what's annoying is that Ash, the organizer, when he speaks to other people, they reckon the open rate is like 40-50%. And I've never had a good open rate with the data post-event. Ever. Never have. Whatever platform we use, never had a good open rate. So I'm intrigued.
Maybe we need to speak to someone who claims they do get a good open rate.
I'm going to speak to a few. But I never get a good... And the click-through rate, to be fair, is quite high. It's 0.4. For those that have opened and then clicked, it's 12.5%. So that's good. But yeah, I've never had tons and tons from this data, which is bloody annoying. So we've had 6 click through, but what's nice is because we've got all the retargeting going via paid ads, I know it's only 6, so just an FYI. I'll start seeing the ads, won't they? And just get constantly bombarded now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting it already because I opened my Instagram yesterday and it was like I watched a story. Next thing was a Rupert ad. Scrolled once and it was Nick's ads clinic videos. I was like, yeah, I can't get away.
Someone else said that to me. They were like, all I'm seeing, I think it was Carl, he said, all I'm seeing is you dressed as a doctor, you and James giving each other shit, and Rupert. I was like, brilliant. That's all you need to see.
Nick, that is...
What are the content does someone need to see? Bears eating salmon in Alaska and things like that? No, they don't.
No. I even came in today, actually, and Kat was like, all I see, all TikTok gives me is your clips. Good.
You must be in her... Because TikTok starts with phones. Would our numbers be in their phones?
They haven't got my number.
Ah.
It's a For You page, so it must be for them.
Yeah.
Location?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or we're just that massive.
Everyone's... Yeah. Apart from Carl, I haven't heard anyone came if you were being dressed like a doctor yesterday. And yeah, we haven't started the videos with stethoscopes on either, have we?
There's a call. See how many things we can add before people...
I did get on a call with an agency owner yesterday. I thought this would be quite funny. Because so he answered, and I said, welcome to the ads clinic. And he went, dressed as a doctor. I went, it's the ads clinic.
Did he actually?
Yeah, well, you'll see it. He said sorry. He was just like, brilliant.
So you do the intro now as well?
Well, done one, yeah.
Okay, fine. one more.
Yeah, I was actually. Jake actually gave me some critique. He said all I see is you dress as a doctor. And he said, you know what? They're actually really, really good. I'm actually engaging with it. But he said I don't know why I picked up on this, but you look at the phone. Have you noticed I'm looking at the phone? Mm. So because I put the client's account on my other screen, the screen is where the phone's leading up to. And just subconsciously, you look at the screen, but then you see a moving thing at the bottom. So I'm like, obviously, have a quick look. And I've got to stop doing that.
I did notice that, but I thought you were doing it on purpose.
No, I've got to stop
You need
doing
a
that.
stand, really.
I need to turn the phone round so I don't actually see the movement of the screen. Because it just eyes just draw to it.
No, you can do it just as long as it's just there. I think it's
Well,
just.
I lean it against my thing here.
Yeah, so I'm saying you need like a little stand for it, really, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's just out of the way a little bit.
Yeah. I'll get one. But yeah, loads of content flying out, isn't there?
There's a lot of content flying out at the moment, Michael.
Little bugbear about that one you sent me of that girl, that Facebook expert.
Oh, right, get this right.
Did you do it on purpose? Did you send it me because I wasn't mentioned?
No.
Because I thought this annoyed me.
I'm on TikTok and I've got this blonde bird. He's like, I'm deleting my LinkedIn so I don't get any leads from it. It's like, well, you're an idiot.
Who said that?
That bird.
So
she's an agency owner.
Yeah, shit. Well,
yeah.
Just
a freelancer. Yeah. Nothing wrong with freelancers. Just for anyone.
She actually. Yeah. Okay. Go on.
Okay. Right. So she puts a lot of content out there about LinkedIn, and some of it is so basic. And actually, the stuff that's basic, we know this, and we all know this, gets the most
about Meta.
Yeah,
because it's 90% of the people are running basic stuff.
I know, but it's like, do you want to know how you can see what your competitors are doing ads? Did you know there's such a thing called the ads library? And it's like,
But do you know what? We're R-ing it, but only yesterday, Tara at Charlie Oven said, is there a way that I can see what my
I get it. Like, I get it.
But because we know it so well.
Yeah, I didn't know it until like a couple of months ago.
But I've even said to you, Michael, is like I need to always focus my ad. He's getting it right. There's a lot of listeners of mine who come to the asking it because I've answered things that are a little bit more technical. And you don't want people that are too early on in their journey. But it's those basic questions every single day that someone else is starting with Facebook ads and having those same questions. But with my podcast now, because I get quite my listeners as a steady growth, I'm probably getting a lot of the same listeners. If I was to turn around and go, I've done it in the past where I've done like the next 5 episodes are going to be how to set up something basic. You don't want to have someone like who's pretty clued up, be like, what? Last 5 like.
But that's the big market, isn't it?
Yeah. But there's a difference on what I talk about in the podcast and what I would do.
But anyway, so this woman, she was saying, here are the top 5 podcasts listen to about Meta
I got
ads.
excited. What
did James sent it to you and you were like, here we go.
At number 4.
No, just quickly. I was going, in my head going, two sides of this coin, right?
You wanted it
I
to
wanted
be.
it because I was like, okay, fair play to him. On the second, I'm like, I fucking hope it's not.
It'd be funny if it's not.
So he's like, 1, 2. I'm like, okay. The odds are reducing. 3, even more so. 4, I'm like, 5. I'm like, yeah, again there, forward across the neck. His little thing about was, they're rubbish. These are ones are crap.
Did you know all the podcasts that they mentioned?
No, so just to I didn't say all of them. The one that came in second was a guy who I've actually got on my phone now as a podcast. I'm always trying. Well, we're always trying to learn. You'll watch stuff to do with editing. I'm watching. I don't know. I'm not Mark Zuckerberg, am I? Sitting in the Meta team. You're always trying to learn different techniques. Ben Heath is a guy who's on YouTube, not podcasts. Does some great content, as you know. Got a lot. Got a big audience. On on podcasts, there still isn't anyone. Ben Heath doesn't do one. He does one, but it's not Meta. Everyone else is American. It's filled with adverts for 3 or 4 minutes at the beginning of the podcast. And when I'm going through it, the guy that she said was her second favourite, it's just, I'm not learning it. It's nothing there for me. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, they're only 10 minutes long. The first 4 minutes is some bloody advert about gardening service or something. And it's just like, I was a bit surprised. I don't mind her not taking... No, I'm not surprised that she didn't take me. I'm not saying that. I thought she would have found like Amy Porterfield or someone like that. Some of these big marketing
like the Social
people.
Examiner or something like that.
Yeah, and it's like, really? Him?
Yeah.
Bit weird. The other two I haven't. I'm gonna have a listen to the other two because I'm always looking for them myself. So she has found a little... The other guy who's been on my podcast before, I'm not going to mention his name just in case he listens. His stuff is just dull. It's just yeah. There are some. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm not great for the masses, but I get pretty good feedback. I was gutted though. I'd been really chuffed. It would have made my day if I come up.
I
with
know.
There was one. There was one clip that Nick did from one of the ads clinic doctor ones that's already gone up, where Nick was talking about Ben Heath, and it was quite funny. I don't know if you've seen it. I watched it and I was just like, I get what Nick. Helpful if I had sound.
How Ben Heath changed.
This is just the name it gave.
Keep up. There's another guy from like the UK that I followed.
Who does caddy stuff?
I forget. No, not Caddy Wagon. He does Facebook ads. Like he just tells you how to get started and stuff.
Do you remember what his name is? Ben Heath?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's near me. He's only about 40 minutes from where I am.
Yeah, his content goes over well with me. I don't know why. Whenever y'all have the accent that you have,
I know. Some of my American clients say it's because we sound like we know what we're talking about.
But we don't.
The next
But
bit's
yeah,
good.
no, Ben Heath's like the biggest on YouTube, and then my podcast is the biggest on podcast. So it's like.
Let me just clear that up. I am still the top. I looked the other day. I am still the top.
It was just as soon as he said there was another guy on Facebook, actually, like, do you know what his name?
Who is he?
Who's stepping on my turf?
What a dick swing that is. Yeah, well, he's biggest on YouTube, but I'm still the biggest podcaster, right?
Absolutely.
Just in case you're wondering.
Absolutely.
Still, he's got his little YouTube.
I even the other day I was like, need to see where I am. I think after I saw her, after you sent me that clip, I was like, got to see if I'm still top in Apple Podcasts. Yep, there I am.
Brilliant.
Well, it is a little bit competitive, isn't it? We've got to.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
I might actually comment on her post and said, "Where was I?"
You missed Nick Boddington.
Do you know who the doctor is?
I was actually thinking about getting her on my podcast.
Not anymore.
A few of them. I was going to get a few of them onto the podcast actually.
What, steal their audience?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
yeah,
not?
fair play. Nice.
Keep up with the young guns.
Yeah. Right then, let's finish off with what marketing has piqued our interest this week. Nothing?
I have one.
Go on, Michael.
Well, it's a type of ad that I've never seen before.
I like how he's prepared for this.
I was on my phone earlier, wasn't I?
There was, I don't need the sound. There was an ad. It's not the Penguins. It was one of those ones where I saw it and then I had to go back to find it. I don't know if anyone else has seen this. This was an interactive TikTok ad for a new film that's coming out. So it said swipe to cut the rope, and it actually let you like draw a line on your actual screen, which then...
That's quite good.
I've never ever seen... Because I thought what it was going to be was... For people listening, it's an ad for some new film coming out called Never Let Go, and there's a little boy tied to a rope, and it says swipe to cut the rope and see what happens. I thought it was going to be one of those ones where as you try and swipe it that's what it is.
You carry on. Don't worry about us.
I thought it was going to be one of those ones where as you try and swipe the thing, it like, you know, where like you swipe and it automatically takes you to like a link or something.
Yeah.
But it actually like pauses and does a little thing on the screen and lets you actually draw a line, which I didn't expect to work. And then it sort of pulls up that, which not great, but I just liked the...
No, I like that. That's really cool.
I didn't even know that was the
They've
thing
made
you
it
could do.
interactive,
So,
haven't they?
yeah, so
Yeah, I like that.
there you go. Never let go. Cinemas soon.
I really like that.
Never seen that before, but
marketing that I've seen this week, which works, an absolute treat, but annoys me, and really annoys me, is at events, if you give away any type of food, you attract seagulls, i.e. visitors, and it f***ing annoys the shit out of me. You could be selling dog turd, but if you're giving away a free Twix, you'll get so many
Did you
more.
see this at the show yesterday, did you?
Yeah.
oh, do you mean the people whose stands have like stuff at the front?
Oh, they got their little cakes and things like that.
So irritating.
You should go out there, get a barbecue on the go, and just
No, because
hand out hot dogs.
I've got those chocolates.
What chocolates?
I bought some chocolates, didn't I?
Yeah.
But
Rupert chocolates.
yeah, but the problem was because of the time I left and stuff, and I was like, oh, I just can't be able to take them really. But it's so irritating that is literally what people want.
Because you want to like not do it because you want it to be like, I want you to come here because of the thing. But then if you don't do it, then they go to other people who've got.
Or
a
take it
Mars
to an
bar.
absolute another level and end up having a stand stroke catering and just get some trays of loads of already cooked nice and warm sausages and just literally whack out hot dogs with ketchup and mustard on.
No,
They'll remember Rupert.
yeah, I know. It's just annoying.
Rupert the hot dog.
Yeah.
You can't go mad because the catering at these places.
You get a hot dog if you sign up and connect your account. It's going to take you 4 minutes to sign up for your account, and once you've done that, you can have a hot dog.
or like a nice coffee.
The time it takes you to sign up, I'll have finished this delicious hot dog.
3 minutes.
on the-
I actually did what was cool yesterday. I said, "How long does it take?" So I get my phone out. I bet it takes less than 3 minutes. 1 minute 32 seconds,
It's good,
maybe.
efficient.
Very efficient.
Is he actually connected?
She did, yeah.
I've not seen any adverts. I've seen plenty of adverts, but nothing that's paying my attention.
Sparked your interest.
But I was having a brief of a panel that I'm on next Wednesday with some people, and hit the big time now, aren't I? And it came up. Everyone was commenting on TikTok shops, and I think we touched on this before. How good they are with like the my protein and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so that's my input to this conversation is watch this space with TikTok shops. I think that's going to be pretty big. I think
Massive
Facebook
now.
really missed out on that.
Well, we've got episodes on the past podcast where we said if they nail it, it'll be the QVC of social,
And
and
it's
they
happening.
never did it. It's happened with
It's happening,
TikTok.
yeah. One thing that was quite interesting was that Abraham, you met?
Yeah, I met Abraham. Yeah,
Um,
not Lincoln. By the
he's
way.
been speaking to TikTok in regards to what he's doing because he talks from creators and stuff like that from his side. TikTok are creating their own PPC in all their organic in their search. So they're trying to take on Google with their search.
Mad, isn't it?
It could end up being a pretty big platform that.
What do you mean good?
Because they could get banned, couldn't they? Because now they're starting to scare people in America.
They won't get banned.
I don't believe they will either.
No.
So when you've got the big money guys are going,
Yeah,
Right.
they won't get banned. Can't see it. Can't see it. Well, let's leave that there today. Nick, thank you so much for coming in.
I've had a ball. It's been brilliant.
Michael, thank you very much. We'll see you all next week.
Yeah, bye-bye.